Ubisoft confirmed that one-handed sword will be coming with the next update, which is likely going to launch next week, so let's discuss that. And we got a ton of leaks, visual leaks actually, for Siege of Paris content and other gear items, including for another new weapon type and a cloak that might be a throwback to the older Assassin's Creed games. So thanks always to Andy Reloads and Petter for sharing the leaks in their video. A link to Andy Reloads' channel is of course in the video description. A like on the video would really help me out. And let's go. There's still time to enter my Helix credit pack giveaway I got going on right now. You can do so via the link in the pinned comment. You have to be a subscriber of this channel if you want to participate. And I will reach out to the winner this Tuesday and then start a brand new one. And I pay of course for these giveaways myself. It's a chance for you to get an item without having to wait for Reda. And well, we now got a new look at the next pack. It's the Charlemagne pack. And yes, it's another Fane reskin. Kinda crazy actually, because we already have a different version of this main game armor set with the St. George's set. I'm still super happy that we got the St. George's set, because I love the white cloak and the shirts that we did not have with the regular Fane armor. But really, for like another $15 armor set, they have to do better than this. The crown is of course new, which looks pretty cool, so it will be nice to get that at Reda. And I'm curious if you still see the crown when you pull the hood down. The bird skin and the mount will be completely new. We got the rooster bird skin, which might be weird to see like fly all the time. And yeah, there's the bear mount, which will also be coming with this pack. And again, it seems like we get like a free bear mount in the Siege of Paris DLC. So I would totally wait before making this purchase if you want. But again, why would you pay for like a Fane reskin? The pack also comes with a light shield, the Imperial Shield, which looks pretty cool. And well, surprise, surprise, we actually get a different sword than we first thought with this pack. It's a two-handed sword instead of a one-handed sword. Like we see the difference between both icons very clearly here. A one-handed sword and a two-handed sword. But both are called Zwoyus. And sorry Joyce, I mispronounced the weapon in the previous video. So how it works is that the file name for the Charlemagne two-handed sword is Zwoyus, while the weapon we saw in the Siege of Paris DLC trailer is the actual Zwoyus in real life. Like, if you compare the two, you really see that it's identical. So what this means that the one-handed sword we saw in the trailer will indeed be obtained in the Siege of Paris DLC. It will not be part of this Helix pack, but what are they gonna call it if the two-handed sword from the Charlemagne pack is the Zwoyus? Or maybe they change that name. It will be interesting to see. Either way, if I had to bet, I think this Charlemagne pack will launch either next week on July 27th or the week after that. Okay, moving on to the other one-handed swords that we will be able to get in the Siege of Paris DLC. There are 4 in total, by the way, and why this is likely real is because Petter also pulled up the sickle icons, which are in the game right now, and these are indeed the ones we have in Valhalla. And here we also see that there's only one gold icon, which is likely the reason why both sickle weapons have the same icon in the menu while looking completely different. Next to the 2 one-handed swords we already saw in the trailer, so again the Zwoyus, or maybe they will change the name, and the Oofbird with the signature on the blade. We also got icons for 2 other one-handed swords we can likely get in the DLC. Ring Sword and Rusty Sword were found in the files, so maybe those names are linked to the 2 weapons here. Maybe we get like the Rusty Sword early on and then the other ones later. And we of course get one-handed swords for free as well, like Karen noted that in the E3 trailer. But now on Twitter they say, what if we add a one-handed sword with our next title update? Talking about only one. So I asked Karen, because again in the trailer they said multiple swords are coming and implying they would be free. She says, even if there's one coming up, it doesn't mean that's all for the life of the game. In terms of how it will be obtained, there will be more info coming, stay tuned. So yes, it seems like we only get one-handed sword for free when the update comes out, and then if you want to get more in the near future, you have to buy the Siege of Paris DLC. Okay, it's fine, like it's a big deal that we get a new weapon type for free, but I think they could have been a little more clear about this in the trailer. Because I interpreted this as that we get multiple one-handed swords for free, which also makes sense, so we can can dual wield them from the start. But no, that is not happening. I still can't wait to get my hands on it, of course, but to be fair, I'm more excited and curious about the new Scythe Weapons that in the files has expansion 2 as well, indicating that they are also coming with the Siege of Paris DLC, and we now got a new look at them. And these look wild. I love the yellow blade, the one is covered in blood, and I'm really curious how they will play and what dual wielding two of these likely two-handed weapons will look like. My prediction is that we get another grab and throw sort of skill, just like we have for the sickle swords. It's pretty wild also that we only got 2 sickle swords in the Druids DLC. We will be getting more later on, but seems like the Paris DLC will already have 4 one-handed swords and 4 scythes packed in. We also got item pieces of the Paladin set. As speculated, that's indeed the one we see Eivor wear in the trailer. Looks pretty cool. Always down for more red cloaks, and curious if this armor like changes when you upgrade them too. This totally seems like the mythical version. And we also got the item pieces of the Reaper set, which look really cool. And I, by the way, went over the sort of stats that got leaked in a previous video, which I will link to in the video description. But I would argue that even more interesting is the Bellatorre cloak found, which might be the one we see Eivor use in that Siege of Paris concept art from the post-launch trailer, so from a really long time ago. Looking at the shoulder pads, I totally think it's similar. But we also have the Frankish travel cloak, which according to the files is made for safe traveling. And yes, this sounds familiar as mentioned by people in the comments from Andy's video as well. Because in Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood, you also had cloaks like the Medici and the Auditore cape that would make Ezio's notoriety go down to 0. So you basically would blend in. And right now, when just walking around in Winchester, for example, doing nothing crazy, I will always get alerted by the guards, which kinda sucks. But hopefully, while wearing this cloak, you will blend in more without having to look for social stealth opportunities. I really like the sound of this. But yeah, please keep in mind that this is all speculation right now. Like, this could just be the description of the item piece without any actual gameplay use. Like the final sentence of the Dragon Guard shield from the Knight of the Round Table pack says that it's rumored to aid in defending against dragonfire, but I don't think this shield will be better than other shields if we actually get to fight a dragon at some point. When we know when the next update hits, we should know very soon, then I will tell you here, so totally subscribe to miss nothing regarding Valhalla. A like on the video would of course really help me out, and totally check out my previous video on the state of the game, what I want to see improved, and how Ubisoft is dedicated to Valhalla. You can watch it by clicking on the screen, or I will link to it at the end of our photo mode showcase. You can of course send in your shots to the Valhalla hashtag on Twitter, or by going to the dedicated pictures channel on the Discord. And you can join the Discord via the link in the pinned comment. Be sure you accept the rules, and then you are able to post. Okay, Joyce, your turn. You of course always select some pictures that we got sent our way. So I'm curious, which one did you pick this time?
What's up, everyone? First up is Rafa Mendu over on Discord, who created this Assassin's Creed movie poster shot with Eivor doing a leap of faith. It looks really awesome with the warm color scheme and the reflection of the sun on the side. Hopefully we can recreate this with the Ezio outfit soon.
Oh yeah, that would be awesome. And I love how you cannot really tell which city or building this is. But yeah, love it. Very, very cool.
Next up is Joey Kenway over on Twitter, where Eivor is fighting one of the mythical beasts in Jotunheim. She has launched herself from a distance, getting ready to strike her with the axe. I also really love the aesthetic here, like lots of light and colors going around here.
Really, really cool, and I love these boars. I think that they are really like underused. I've always said it, like the mythical enemies, they should like return in some sort of content, maybe with the upcoming mythical expansion, of course. But yeah, really, really awesome shot.
And finally, we've got Assassins Creed over on Discord, where Sunin, the blue dragon, is flying over the ocean while the sun is going down. It looks even bigger now than it actually is. Wonder when we are getting the skin at Reda. I mean, it's been a while since this one is launched, right? Is that Game of Thrones? You reference?
Maybe. No, yeah, it has been a while, but we haven't seen it yet. But we will keep you up to date here, so totally subscribe for more. Send your pictures, and maybe you'll be in the next video. Totally check out our previous video on kind of a state of the game overview, and some things that I hope they improve. You can watch it by clicking on the screen. For now, we'll speak to you next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.